Welcome back to Atelier 1121 podcast. I'm your host, Antavia Roulette. Today's guest hails from the Bronx, and she's proud of it. A New Yorkian who has something to say. So much so, I have no doubt that you've heard her music or her voice, constantly going viral with her unforgettable voiceovers, winning the Nicki Minaj Megatron Rap Challenge. Her music's blast on the opening trailers of the season 3 of the hit show Harlem. The woman with no days off. I bring to you our next guest, Savannah Hannah. Savannah Hannah, if you could please introduce yourself.
Yes, my name is Savannah Hannah. I'm from the Bronx, New York, musician, entrepreneur, business owner, all of the things, voice of the culture.
Being a New Yorkian, what does that mean to you?
Being a New Yorkian, to me, it represents being from a big city, period. And I feel like people from big cities can relate. It really hardwires you into being a really good hustler. Mm-hmm. And I feel like that's an amazing trait. Some people feel opposite, but the ability to have the drive to wake up every day and want to chase my dreams because I want better for myself. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's a great thing. And New York City can be very beautiful, but it can also have its downside and be pretty tough. You know? So
that's a perfect segue.
It's helped me become very strong.
Yeah, and you have to be to live here. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
So from your multi-talented, from your TikTok lives to your genre essentials, your braiding, your music, and your knitting, you are a go, 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 go girl with no days off. What does that mean to you?
That means a lot to me. Hearing that from you, I really appreciate that. That's the representation I want to set for, definitely I feel the youth, for sure. That's one of my goals, is to always remember that there are people looking up to me and watching me. And I feel like a lot of female artists, they care about that, and a lot don't. I just want to fall in the bracket that definitely shows people that it's possible, especially people that are younger than me. So that means a lot to me.
When you showed up on my radar, you were showing up, yes, but now it's a different level of showing up. It's every single day, 2-3 times a day. How do you do this without burning out and managing your self-care and taking care of yourself?
That's a great question. I feel like me, the type of person I am, I just have like extreme tunnel vision to the point where like I'm in this tunnel and there's nowhere for me to escape. So I'm chasing. And that can lead to neglect on myself, and it does. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. There's a lot of times that sometimes my girlfriend will even tell me like, yo, you got to sit down, you need to eat, or you need to do this. But you do have to remember that you have to be okay in order for things to even happen. Yeah. So, I really try my best to incorporate me time, but I really don't take days off like that. You know, I just have a schedule now, and I feel like I'm really big into writing things, not notes, not writing in my phone, not none of that. I grab a pen on a paper, old school, and I'm writing stuff down, and I have my schedule, and I make sure to knock things out, and then that's it. Now I need time for myself, so I put my phone away, and I try to have that balance. It's hard.
When you started this process and the music and knowing this is what you wanted to do, did you think that you would get this far? Did you always know?
I feel like I always knew that I had the hunger to get me far. Did I know that I would reach the heights that I've reached? Nah, I don't know. It's been like, God has really showed out. That's all I have to say. Like, it was just humongous. I've had really good moments already in my career, and I didn't really expect the things that happened the way they did, I'll say.
So to bring up a moment, in 2020, Nicki Minaj had a Megatron competition, and you won. Yes. Tell me about that experience. Tell me about the writing process. Tell me about it all and how you found out.
The girls, she won the Megatron challenge today, and I think her name is something like Malibu Hannah or something. And but I'm gonna shout her out so that everybody will know her actual official name and stuff, because she just won $10,000 today for doing like the best rap to me for the Megatron challenge. So she did the freestyle, and just the way she approached the beat and like changed her flows and like seemed so hungry, and it was just, so many things. The New York vibe, it was so many things that made me be like, I like this girl.
Ooh, I had to drink to that. That moment, it still feels surreal. I definitely did not expect. I didn't expect to win that. I knew I was coming crazy with the already was writing a freestyle to it before she even did a challenge. So I was surprised. I didn't even know she was going to do that.
It was a line.
Yeah, I was locked and loaded. I was ready. So when she announced that, I was like, this is crazy because I heard the song. I love the beat. I was already writing on it because I love remixing songs. And then she had a challenge, and I'm like, come on now. So when I posted it, I didn't even think she would see me because I have 4,000 followers. I was asking everybody, begging people to tag her, and I seen that she had liked the post within like maybe 8 minutes, 7 minutes. Yeah. So you kind of knew in your head at that moment, like, click, okay, she's seen it.
Yeah.
And when I seen how fast she seen it and how small my account was, I'm like, I must have had some impact for sure.
Yeah.
This is how to like it.
This is a prime example of stay ready so you don't have to get ready. And you was ready. Like,
I was ready.
That foreshadowing foresight is crazy.
Yeah, if you push yourself, it'll happen.
Yeah.
For sure. You gotta push yourself. So in my head, I was already programmed to always work. I'm a songwriter. It's like second. It's just. I don't want to say it's easy for me, but girl,
when it's in you, it's in you. When it's divine, it's divine, and there's no reason to play it small.
Yes.
Savannah, it really is your voice, which is my next question and segue. Will live on forever. You have gone viral several times. So many times it's hard to keep count. From the bad big genre to You Ain't My Homie, You Op. What is that like on such a large scale? And I know everyone's goal is to be viral and have that moment, but when you're in it, tell the people what it feels like.
It feels amazing to be heard. I haven't always felt heard in my life.
Mm-hmm.
There's been a lot of times I've been silenced. So when you're silenced for so long, and there's a lot of situations, like, everybody has different stories. But what I will say is, growing up in the city, there's a lot of stuff you got to take to the chin and keep going. You ain't no snitch, right? You can't snitch. You can't do this. And so I grew up just eating stuff, eating pain, eating it. And a lot of the times I didn't say nothing, So when I finally had a moment where I felt like I loved myself enough to speak up, it's hard for me to shut up now, So that's why it's a lot of different moments. People done heard me do this, do that, because I'm going to use my voice, and I always, pray that God allows me to be a vessel, because I feel like I have impacted so many people, and that I heal through healing other people. I hope I'm healing other people, because people heal me. Mm-hmm. All of the support and everything is what's kept me going. So it just feels, I'm grateful. Yeah. I feel grateful. Viral is cute, but it's like, it don't even have to be viral. For me, no matter what, it's always about quality over quantity. Viral is cute, but we definitely, my goal is just to make sure the right people are hearing what my message is.
So with that, you basically didn't wait for an invitation. Was there a moment where you were waiting for a seat at the table and found yourself outside of the room trying to get in? Because a lot of people feel like they need to be invited. And what inspired me most about you, and I see myself in you, is you made a room for yourself. You made a table for yourself. You put the chairs to the table. Tell me about building the room, building the table, setting the chairs.
Yeah, like you said, I definitely think that's what we relate on, because you're a diva, and I know you kick doors, and I kick doors. I don't wait for an invitation. I create a table wherever I'm at, and I know you as the fashionista, diva woman, you do the same thing, so you know that it ain't no time for no invitation when you're that girl. You kind of just know in your head you can create a table, you can build a table with whatever you got, you can make it manifest into what it is. So that's one thing I never did. I never waited. I don't care who likes me, who doesn't, that part doesn't exist for me, and I think that's good, because I feel like if you care about what everybody thinks and you're waiting for people to approve you, and you're gonna be waiting forever, child, because there's always a problem with something.
Absolutely.
So yeah, that's how I feel.
One of the things I think, and I would hope that the girlies love about you, is not only do you change your style of wrap up to show that you can do it all, you change your hair up to show that you can do it all. Tell me how your art and your style and your hair makes you Savannah Hannah.
Wow. I mean, that's such a great question. I think hair is just, I went to beauty school, so I did the cosmetology and stuff. I always loved doing hair. It definitely allows me to express what's being performed or what storyline I'm trying to, get people to read. So I use my hair, my style to also go cohesively with the bars or the raps or the songs or the singing, whatever that may be. It's just really a blessing to have the skill to know how to do hair, dress, and create clothes. That's just fire to me. It makes life easier. I don't have to go to anybody. And, if I look a mess, I look a mess. Shoot, at least I put together the mess. You know what I'm saying? I didn't depend on necessarily somebody that had to come through and didn't make it that day, or I just get it done.
And you show up. Yeah, no matter. Yeah, you literally show up. Whether it's like in your living room doing your knitting with your hat on, looking however, or you just like kill it with the frontal and the green hair and the yellow hair, and it's always, what is she going to do next? It's always the anticipation that makes the girls excited.
Goal achieved. That's my goal right there.
And when we think we know what you're going to do next, you show up on the One Train Cypher looking like a completely different person. Tell me what that cypher was like for you and how you pulled up.
Hey, it's me again. I told you I would make my way to stardom, but you ain't want to take me serious. Postpartum. Instead, they choose to be the pest that wander in your garden. A Spartan going stupid on the mic. I beg your pardon. But never try to step up 3 against me. I'm known to touch to go extra hard like Chris Breeze. You think you signed me, but I'm clocking every sneeze. Try to stop me if you please. I'm already on a PJ. Different, the golden child. I'm a dissident of the hardest working motherfuckers. Is you listening? Now you witnessing how I wash and condition them. Funny looking coochie, only thing about her interesting.
That cypher was super dope. Shout out to the people who had put it together. I believe his name was Steve Wells. I hope I'm saying it right. But just showcasing women in general and allowing us to coexist and just be bold and crazy and aggressive and rap our pain and our happiness, whatever we felt, that was just amazing. It made me feel empowered, and I really appreciate people who shed light on indie artists specifically. Not everything is about money all the time. The One Train Cypher people, like I said, shout out to them. They didn't ask for anything. They didn't ask for a dime. I know that equipment costs mad money because I know how it is with cameras and everybody got these really nice shots. I just really hope that they continue to do what they do, and it sets an example. And hopefully more of us can come together for the culture versus everything being about how much money you got right now for this work.
Absolutely.
That's just my opinion on that, but it was amazing.
But you know what? It showed so much feminine energy, feminine divine pride, because when you look, no offense to the guys, but when you look at the numbers, when it came to the women ciphers being watched and the crowd of women that showed up, it was a multitude of you all, and it was definitely beautiful to see.
It was amazing to experience, and I'm really proud to be from New York City. That's what it makes you feel like. There's nobody like us.
So with that, you have a performance coming up on May 10th with the Bronx Council of Arts, BCA, and Processa. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Yeah, I'm excited about it. I know it's going to be, I believe it's like the 4 line in the Bronx. And it kind of just was an opportunity that struck upon me, and it makes sense. I'm representing the Bronx. Like I said, I'm definitely always representing the Bronx. So anything that's affiliated with the Bronx, period, I would hope people reach out to me because I lived it and I know what it's like being from there. So it's an art festival. It sheds light on artists from not only just the Bronx, but New York City, period. And yeah, I'm about to dominate the stage and tear it up.
Of course you are.
Come on, girl. I'm ready.
So with that being said, this performance is on the eve of the dropping of your album on May 16th. This is a big deal. You have been accumulating songs, sharing yourself, and I guess preparing for this big moment. For those who don't know already, she has plenty of music streaming online, Tidal, Apple, Spotify, wherever you stream music, it's already there. But what makes this project coming out May 16th so different?
It's different because I actually worked with a label, which is amazing. So, the quality is way more shot up. Shout out to Lyric House LA. They're an amazing team. Those are my peoples. And I've been working with them for a while now. But we actually agreed to join on an album. And I know that's going to be a force because the quality is just crazy. It's different than recording it at home studio. I was able to actually be the artist. Mm-hmm. And me, I do everything. Usually, I literally do everything. I really do. And that can be, it's cool, and I guess it's a flex, but it also becomes draining, like you said earlier, and it does take you away from time to just relax. Mm-hmm. So to actually feel like people invested their time into me, which they did, and they seen something in me that great that they wanted to, make it a breeze for me to record and combine me with these amazing producers and all of that. Girl, I'm excited. This album is fire, and it definitely is going to be, one of them albums that you can hear. So it's a song for everybody, unintentionally.
I love it. Is there a way that you can tell us what's the name of the album? Do you have a name yet?
Yeah, so the album is going to be called Queendom. And yes, so you already know what the vibe is given. It's giving queen energy, 100%.
How many tracks are we looking at?
10 tracks, yeah. And I believe one of the songs that's on here is out right now. It's called Get Free, but this is all new music. So have fresh ears.
I was just about to ask that question. Is there some songs that we can expect on it or not? But we're excited to hear new music from you. We're always open and willing to have new music. So I don't even have to ask the next question, which is what's next, unless there's another project, because you're always doing projects. So is there something else you want to share with us that you have going on?
Honestly, it's just really just the album. You guys make sure y'all are ready. May 16th is going to be a game changer. I'm grinding. I'm still working very, very hard. This is not an overnight thing. And I just want to remind indie artists that it's so bigger and so much more to this game than a viral moment. Like, viral moments happen. They happen for anybody.
And they're fleeting.
When you're a musician, you can't just be anybody and try to be a real musician.
Absolutely.
And want longevity in this game. Yeah, so it's still the same thing. I'm grinding. Make sure y'all tap in with Genre Essentials. That is my merchandise, my brand. And I'm going to continue working. You know, my handmade crochet, little ruffle buckies, my little stuff that I'm putting together. Girl, I'm going to have to get you in one because you the style diva. And
I sent you a message about your star scrunchies. The black and silver ones?
Yes. Okay, yes, you did. All right. It's yours. It's already yours.
I love it.
It's already yours, boo. It's going to be packed right up after this. That's yours right there. So I'm going to get that to you. But, yeah, I still grinding and using this money that I accumulate. And, like, you know, from selling my hats and all of that, this all goes to my music, too. So that's what I've really been doing, yeah.
So we are on the last question. But before we go to the last question, it's tradition for me and us at Atelier 1121 podcast to let you know that we invited you on this podcast because we see you. We love what you're doing. You inspire us. And no matter what happens, keep going. Because you really have lit a fire amongst the hearts of so many people in the art community, in the fashion community, in the hair community, and the knitting community, and the TikTok community. It goes on and on and on and on. And as a woman that raps the way you do, we need you. There's never too many, and there's only one Savannah Hannah. So thank you for coming on Atelier 1121 podcast. Can you please, last question, can you please tell us the name of all of your handles so we can like, follow, subscribe, buy, and all of the above?
Yes, thank you for your amazing words, and I'm so grateful and appreciative of everything you just said. And you guys, y'all make sure y'all stay tapped in with me. Let me keep on delivering and showing y'all why I'm worth the listen, okay, and worth the follow. So Instagram is Malibu Hannah, TikTok Savannah Hannah _ I don't be on Twitter like that. Sorry, girls, it's a little too messy for me. But yeah, y'all can find me really anywhere. Just type in Savannah Hannah, and I'm gonna keep on going. You know.
Thank you for coming on Atelier 1121.
What's up, you guys? It's your girl, Savannah Hannah, and you are now listening to Atelier 1121 podcast. Get into it.
Thank you so much for listening and watching Atelier 1121 podcast. We are streaming on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Anchor, and you can watch the visualizers on YouTube. Thanks so much for your time. Please make sure you look out for Savannah Hannah's album coming out on May 16th. We are a one-woman show here at Atelier 1121. So if you would like to see one of your friends or yourself who is an artist come on to the podcast and share their art, please don't hesitate to email us at Atelier 1121. Make sure you follow all of the platforms and subscribe to the channel. We're so thankful that you're here. We'll see you next time. Good night.